Okay, I wanted to record another update video here as it's actually been 2 weeks since my last one, and that's longer than I usually like to go between updates, but uh, that's just the way things turned out. There's so many different things I'm managing right now, and I sort of got to pick corners to cut if I don't have the time. So, really, I've been focusing most of my time on programming and running the other YouTube channel, and I don't want to pretend like all my time in the last 2 weeks between the last update video has been productive, but these last few days have been really, really good, where I've just gotten a lot of programming done and a lot for the channel. And I don't know. I guess with my breaks, I've been just trying to do stuff that is like I haven't been playing video games on my breaks. Instead, I've been like doing reading or playing with my dog. I guess just things that aren't gonna like pull me away, where they're not like so addictive or give you so much dopamine. I hate using those words like dopamine because and serotonin because I feel like they're such buzzwords right now. But I guess that kind of is what it is. You know, you do something like you play video games or you listen to an album, and it's like you get so much dopamine from that, or just like browsing the internet, where doing these other things, it might not seem like it's going to be a good break. Like you might think, I've just been working for 2 hours, I need more of a break. But if you actually do that, by the end of that 20 minutes, you're going to I find I feel recharged and I feel better than if I did something really self indulgent on that break. But man, there's just so much I could talk about because it's been 2 weeks. And anytime I do these videos, I'm like, should I do an update video or should I do something where I just pick a different topic and talk about it? Because there are a lot of topics I would like to discuss. And I'm not going to have time to get into all of that today or even update as much as I would like because there's just so much that's gone on in these last 2 weeks. Things got a little crazy for a little bit, but I think they've kind of stabilized. And there were a lot of stressful things that just happened. But one of the nice things about having a YouTube channel is that it's not just like a job that you go to that provides some structure, but it's actually the one I run is like something I'm really passionate about. And whenever I just feel like I'm like hopeless, it's something that gives me meaning because I feel like I have a really solid identity there and I'm building something that's not only just a lot of it's like I feel like I'm building a good business product, I guess, and just maximizing that. But the topics I talk about are things that I was sort of they're sort of personal to me, but I think it's something I've become more passionate over time as I've just learned more about the topics. And yeah, it's just it's obviously I want to make more money off the channel, but it's just a really healthy thing for me to have. It really gives me a sense of purpose. I did want to mention that channel has passed 10,000 subscribers. It actually did probably a few weeks back, maybe even during my last update, but um, the rate's been slower. So, I mean, if you could tell by these update videos, every time I do a subscriber update, it's probably slowed down a lot from where it was. But we're in July now, and it was November or so when I started taking the channel more seriously. So I guess to go from basically 25 to 10,000 subscribers in that time is pretty impressive, but we've got to find a way to bring the rate up because the views have been down and the rate of subscribers has been down. Um, but I think we just came off of a series of videos that just wasn't doing too well. I could tell like our audience wasn't as receptive to it, but it was something we had committed to, so I wanted to finish it. But it's really just been in a place where that series was so much work and it was so much to jump into, and there's not a good return on it. that I'm like, I just basically am jumping ship for right now and focusing on other topics that I think will be more profitable and also are a lot easier to do while doing programming and trying some other things. Um, uh, was there anything else I should update on? I guess I was looking at getting a job for a little bit, like a full time job, but I think right now um, I'm going to look at basically can I buff up getting out more YouTube videos and getting those views up to make up for some of that money. I still have a lot in savings as a cushion, but uh, yeah, I'm just always aware that that could go away if some tragedy happens. So I always want to be prepared and I want to be pulling money in. As far as programming goes, I am looking at getting some volunteer work. My brother actually heard me talking about that, and then he mentioned that he might found a site where then I could go search for some work, which is I guess I don't talk about the programming world much here, and that isn't really the focus of these videos. But right now, it's really hard to get work, and uh, yeah, like having the fact that you did volunteer work on a resume would look really good. Right now, I'm just trying to. I got my portfolio website live and I linked my projects on there. And then I'm going to go beef those up to make them look better. I think once I get them to a little bit more of an impressive state, I might even link them in the description of these videos because I've done some stuff I'm proud of. Uh, and that isn't something like the YouTube channel that I keep anonymous. As far as other things, I mean, I guess just a general life thing I've been thinking about is how when I have some more money and time, I would love to see like a therapist or a counselor. I don't even know the right word for that, psychologist. Like I don't know who you would be seeing, but because I just think of all the different issues I have with I don't even know a way to put it, just certain things that I don't feel like I developed in a right way. The big one I could think of is assertiveness. Um, yeah, I don't feel like I'm assertive enough, and when I try to be, I just like I've tried this at other jobs, I've tried it in social situations, and it's like a lot of times I'm like too confrontational, and I feel like I've unnecessarily made people stressed and just came out like I was attacking them for no reason, and that has pulled me toward not being assertive. And I don't know. It's like there are situations where I'll feel like I'm being exploited, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to step up and do something about it because, like, I don't want to just attack someone when they didn't do anything wrong and I misread the situation. And unfortunately, that's never the thing I really learned to do growing up. So um, there's things like that that I would love to discuss with someone and I don't know, like do paid for sessions, but I'd imagine that can be kind of expensive. So that's another reason to want to get money because I don't know, just being an adult and getting out on my own. I mean, that would be great, but honestly, that to me, I don't view that as important as like mental and emotional maturing. And like I don't even feel like I always thought of myself as an introvert, and I think I kind of am, but to some extent, I do actually like interacting with people beyond just online, like in person, but I just don't always feel like I have the best, well, for one, have the best wits about me or just the best sensibilities of knowing what to say and reading the room. And I think in some cases I've had some just been unlucky and maybe had some really bad experiences that have sort of made me overcautious with certain people and I, just yeah, I've just basically gotten unlucky and ran into bad encounters. But I don't know, I that's kind of off topic, but it's something I wanted to talk about. Um I guess going along with that, I did almost get scammed when I was looking for work, which I don't want to go into all the details of that just cuz like I have a tendency to be really honest or at least try to be really honest in these videos, but I don't know, maybe there should be a line of just how much, I don't know, I should go into or should not. Um, but I didn't really in the end. I mean, I guess I was got lost some time, but they didn't end up getting any money from me. But that's another thing. I would just like, I have no one to really ask, no good mentor figure, just who I can always go to and sort of um know, like, I don't want to just be cautious and enter into no engagements. And because, yeah, you could stay safe, but you're never going to grow. But at the same time, I don't always know the best signs to look for. And I mean, I guess Reddit's, that's when I sort of presented my situation to Reddit. They were like, yeah, this definitely sounds like a scam. And I don't know. It's the kind of thing I don't like sharing because it's embarrassing. But at the same time, I think it's good because I know when, uh, for the people who do watch these videos, when I see other people share experiences they had that are sort of embarrassing things, or they show their weaknesses, is it makes me feel a lot better. And I think people underestimate the power in that something that seems really bad for you is that there's a lot of other people who probably went through a similar experience, and because everyone's always so closed off, uh, they don't even know, they get a lot of anxiety not even knowing other people went through similar things. I've definitely had that happen at work before, where um, I just think someone's like bulletproof or whatever, and I'm like, man, I feel like such a schlub. And then down the grapevine, I hear someone else talking, and they're like, "Did you know such and such was going on with such a person?" And it's like, it sort of changes my whole perspective on them. And yeah, I don't exactly know where I was going with that. I'll probably wrap this video up here and hopefully do another weekly update this next week. Maybe another update video, maybe a chat about something else, kind of how I've been using AI to help with the videos, kind of on the back end, like using it to help with research a little bit, and how I don't think it's going to take people's jobs. And I think, well, how I think it can be used really beneficially to help with certain jobs. And some of the graphic design stuff I've been looking into for YouTube videos and thumbnails and a lot of the research there. A lot of cool stuff I've been learning, and maybe I'll talk about that in the next update video. I'm going to wrap this one up.